Hey everyone, welcome to our first day of the 12 days of deals here at Magnolia Design Company. What does that mean? So every single day we are going to have a new deal of the day. Today's deal is you can buy 2 stencils or transfers, you can kind of mix and match, and you can get one for free of equal or lesser value. So go ahead, shop the website, get all of your goodies today because the transfers and the stencils are buy 2, get 1 free. Simply add 3 to your cart. At the very end of the checkout, your discount comes off. So super easy to do, and it is such a good deal. So today you're going to see a lot of faces on the corporate page where we are now, and I am kicking us off. So 12 days of deals, and the deal of the day is the buy 2 stencils or transfers, get 1 for free. And I'm going to kick us off with a transfer project. So right after me, there's going to be tons of people that are on, so check in all throughout the days for the next 12 different days, and you're going to get to see some fabulous creators, some awesome projects, and lots of community. So we hope that you enjoy all of our 12 days of deals and the projects that you'll see. Let's go ahead and get started with mine. I am using the Cardinal's transfer. So in a few days, I think it's day 11, you're gonna get to see Renee. Renee is a creator with us who actually helped design this specific transfer. I absolutely love it. It is so cute, especially if you are a Cardinal lover. There are so many different ones with the beautiful saying on here. So with the transfers, you can cut each individual image or use the image as a whole. Today, we're going to be putting it on this frame. So I picked this one up at Five Below, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to paint it. I love the gold, but since it's Cardinals and we're getting into the Christmas time, we're going to paint it red. And I just have some chalk paint literally in this one is an acrylic paint, and it's in bright red. So we're going to use an acrylic paint to be able to paint the frame, but we're going to have a spin on it. Have you guys ever, and drop this in the comments, have you used baking soda on a project to be able to give it some texture? So this is going to be like a velvet texture technique. So if you've ever tried it, drop that in the comments, just say velvet or something, and let us know below. I'm going to use it today. I think it's going to be so much fun. But while I'm chit-chatting with you guys, let's go ahead and take our frame apart and get to painting, because with the velvet technique on the baking soda, you want to let it sit for a minute. So while we let our project sit after it's painted, we're going to go ahead and work with the rub-on transfer. So as you guys jump on, say hello. I can see some comments coming in. Hi guys. And we are so excited. Okay, so here's the paper. We're going to use this paper, I think. I'm going to put him on here, or maybe I'll just stick him back to the cardboard side. The paper is just a little bit flimsy, so we'll have to see what we want to do there here in a minute. All right, so I'm going to take the glass out of the frame. Let's move it to the side. And then we have just our gold frame here. So you can see all of the little detail work that we're going to do with it. We're just going to paint over it. And it's going to be that true kind of Christmas red is what I hope that we're going to go for. So I've got tons of little paint brushes here, and I already put my red acrylic paint in a dish. Now I'm just going to go ahead and paint it. What do you guys feel is going to be your best deal? So if you had to say, I am so excited for the deals of the days for the next 12 days, I hope they have what sort of deal? What sort of deal would you come up with? Would you want to see something with chalk paste? Would you want to see a specific discount? What would you like to see on the 12 days? And people who are participating, I can see you guys on here, don't give the 12 days away. So we want to see how it works out. All right, so you can see that I'm just going in and I'm painting kind of every little groove line that I can see. If you need a smaller paintbrush, I have like 3 of them over here just to get in those grooves. Maybe have a few different varieties of them. I am so excited for this one. I really hope that it's going to turn out the way that I am envisioning it. So you have to work a little bit fast on here because you want to apply that baking soda for the texture while the paint is wet. You don't want to dry it yet. I might have to come in with my little paintbrush, get some of this detail work. I absolutely love it. All right, so I'm excited for the 12 days of deals. Deal today is the buy 2 stencils, get 1 free. I hope that you're going to take advantage of that. That is a really, really good deal, especially if you're eyeballing stuff. Also, take a look at that clearance section while you're there. The stencils and the transfers in the clearance section, they don't apply to the buy 2 get 1. Just because you want the discounted rate already, it's already at 50%. So you don't want that as your kind of your last checkout screen. You want something that has like a higher value, I would imagine. So check out the clearance section while you're there because everything there is going to be 50% off while you're stocking up on your stencils and your transfers and all of the things. All right, we are getting closer. I know I'm going to come out of here with nothing but red everywhere, but that's going to be okay. So get some wipies or some baby wipes, Clorox wipes, paper towel. You're probably going to want something a little handy on here. Let's put that down and see if that'll help a lot. All right, so I'm just moving that paint, making sure we're covering everything. I do want to get the sides as well. I think this velvet technique is going to be so cute. So you could do the same project with any transfer, but also with the printables. You could print out a printable, paint the frame, stick it to the cardboard like we are going to do with the printable. You could Mod Podge over it to seal it in. That would look so good. I love this. I don't know kind of what you would call this technique, but I've been seeing it everywhere as far as grabbing the frames and painting them, making them rustic looking or very, very seasonal, but messing around with some textures and such. That is going to be super fun too. Alright, so I'm going to go inside the middle of the frame here. Almost done. Alright, so we're going to wait on the sides, and I might do that a little bit later on. Now what we're going to do, since everything is covered, it's still wet. Let me move that up just a little bit down towards me so you guys could see it. All right, so I have this big thing of baking soda. It's just baking soda. And I'm going to be funny, but I'm literally just going to take my hands and we're going to sprinkle it all around here. So you want a generous amount everywhere. So the more that you're applying, the more kind of velvety texture that you're going to see. And afterwards, I mean, it's baking soda, so cleanup is very minimal. You just wipe it up. All right, so I'm going to take my hand. I'm just going to kind of move it into the grooves a little bit. Sprinkle it on the tops. Oh, this is going to look so cute. All right, let's make sure we're getting it in the sides. You want it while it's still wet. That's going to be the key here. So I'm just applying it everywhere. Take some of my scraps here. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna kind of move that right off to the side there. We're gonna give it a little bit to dry. I'd say like 5-10 minutes or so. We're gonna be playing with our transfer now, so that'll be the perfect time. Let's see if I can get some of these wipes out of here. This is a brand new one, and anybody knows brand new Clorox wipes, they're really hard to get out. Alright, so I'm just going to move this off to the side. I've got kind of some Christmas swirl snow going on. Does anybody have little kiddos? Did you guys have an elf up here this morning? We did. Made an entire mess of my kitchen with some powdered sugar everywhere. But the kids had such a good time. Okay, so we've cleaned up a little bit of our mess. We're gonna move that paint and our paintbrushes off to the side. Now the fun part, we're gonna start working with our transfer. So we're gonna put it on the cardboard side. I almost talked like I was from Boston or something. And then I thought that this guy here with the snow on the branch was going to be adorable to be able to put in here. He's going to match the colors a little bit. So I'm going to just cut this whole thing out on him. I think that's going to be really cute. Then I think we also might want to do some white to be able to paint this. So let's take out our other paintbrush and let's paint this guy white. So we'll have a better background that comes back. I still don't want to use that paper. We're going to paint this one. So let's go ahead and let's grab our white. Okay, so we have our white. This one is a chalk paint. This one is the Waverly brand. It looks like the color is just white. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're just going to give this a good paint. I'm just moving it around. I'm going back and forth. I'm leaving a little bit of brush strokes and lines on there, giving a little bit more character. Chalk paint dries super fast, so this won't be a lot of time for us. I'm just moving the paint around. Just a little bit more down here at the bottom. Cute. Okay, so everything is painted here. Our design is going to cover most of it, but I wanted to make sure that none of that brown was showing. We have that beautiful red. We need some like very light colors to bring that project together. Awesome, love it. So you could distress this part if you wanted to as well. Make it old, make it vintage. Just go around the sides with another color and such, but I am just going to leave this exactly the way it looks. It looks really good. I've got some texture strokes in there. Beautiful. Okay, so let's put that one to the side. You guys can see all we did was just go in and we painted the cardboard. We're going to let this dry for a second, and then we're going to apply our transfer. So let's set that up over here. And let's go ahead and cut our Cardinal out. So again, with these transfers, they are so easy to work with. They are a one-time use. They're not reusable. But you have so many different projects that come on one sheet. They're just so much fun. Kind of like a mixed media. You could do a collage. You can interchange these with stencils. So you could do like a stencil saying or a pattern or something, and then come back in with the transfers on the top of them or to the side, or little bitty pieces. Like we could use just the little like berries here instead of the whole image. But look at this guy. I think he's just going to look so good with our red frame, with the white background. And we are going to use a little bit, but not all of him on our branch line. So I think that is so cute. This one has a little shine to it, so we're going to give it just a second. The first thing that you're going to want to do when you're working with the transfer here is you're going to want to peel it. So it has this clear, thick piece that the image is actually printed on. So the white spacing in the back, you're going to want to remove. These are like when you stick them to something, they are going to stick. So make sure it's exactly where you want it on your project. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a burnishing tool. So anything, like if you don't have a burnishing tool, like an old credit card or something that's completely flat, that you can kind of get in there and apply a little bit of pressure. The pressure is what transfers the image onto the surface, hence a rub on transfer. So I am excited to work with it. Let's see, we might want to bring our heat tool, but it looks like it's almost done. Let's go ahead and let's just heat it up for a second. Okay, a little loud, just for a moment. Almost done. Perfect. So I didn't want any of that shine looking back, and that's how you know that it's going to be completely dry. Rubbing our hands through it, it looks great. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put our transfer on this side, what we painted. And I love this. I love this so much. Let me bring that back to me. So I want the Cardinal to definitely take most of the frame. Let me see, because that's going to fit pretty perfect, but we want him to come over just a smidge. I think I'm going to do him kind of like this. So he has his head kind of in the middle. We're offset just a little bit from the corner because of the spacing on the frame. And then you can kind of see we're gonna cut that, but we have a little bit of the branch left. So I think that's what we're gonna work with. Let's see how it all starts coming together. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It was much needed, fun times with family and friends. You guys excited for the upcoming holiday? This is my favorite time of the year, and thankfully we haven't had much snow here yet in Utah, so that's hopeful. Sorry if you're already getting snow in other parts. I want to keep it away as long as possible. Okay, so I think I like that. It's kind of laying there. I'm looking back at it. It looks pretty good, so we're gonna go ahead and go with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just rubbing the Cardinal down onto the surface. So it's kind of 45-degree angle with a little bit of pressure more towards the end. If you go to remove the image and there's still some of the image that is remaining, just peel slowly, lay it back down, and then we'll just do it again until it comes off of the big, thick, clear top sheet. its body here. A little bit of that tree. So what I'm going to do is, I know that I'm not going to use this corner here, so you can see like this corner. We're going to go ahead and just trim them off. One less piece that we're going to have to worry about later on. All right, so let's go ahead and work around that really good. I'm going to flip them towards you guys. You can see them as well. We're going to work on the other part of the tree. Okay. I'm going to do the same on this side since we know we're not going to need any of these. All right, so we've trimmed it off. Let's give one more around the side here. Okay. Now's the moment. So everything is kind of wiped down. You can see how I want him to turn out. But we're going to peel this off. And it's that clear sheet. But we're going to work slow because you can see right here my corner is still not adhered all the way. So just work very slowly. I know the anxious, like, peel and be done. But these ones take a little bit of patience. So I want to watch as well with you guys. Look at it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Making sure we're not missing any pieces. Start going side to side here. This looks so good. All right, I'm peeking as well. Now we're going to come down. Make sure everything is off of our page. Perfect. Okay, so you want a clear sheet when it comes off. And everything else is stuck. Now with my corners, it came out, remember? So we're gonna just tuck those down. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And look how cute this is. Super easy to do. You just rub it on. Now we're gonna bring our frame back in. Who is excited? We're almost done with today's project. So thanks for hanging out with me. I have my little fan brush here, and that's what's gonna take away most of the extra baking soda. Now this is fun. We're gonna get it everywhere. It's like our own little Christmas snow that we get to play in. And I am all about techniques and how to do things. So if there's an easier way that you saw this project that I need to know about, let me know below. But this is looking so good. Right, now that it's dry, I'm gonna wipe her off. Might even take our heat tool and give it a good blow dry real quick. Fan brush is working, but we're gonna blow all of this. All right, so let's do that real quick. Perfect. I think the fan brush was working for us a little bit better. A blow dryer, like for your hair, that probably would have done it a little bit better. I do think some of the white is cute left in there. I really want to show you guys how it looks. This is so cute. It definitely has the velvety texture. You can kind of see it coming through. Just super cool. don't want too much of the white showing, so we're gonna get some of that out of there. Cute. Some of the gold kind of still remains as well. So those are peeking through a little bit for the gold. Cute. Okay, so let's show you the texture first. Let me clean up my mess, because I will absolutely be covered. All right, baking soda is almost cleaned up, but just enough. So let's show you this velvet. Can you guys see that? Look at the texture on there. It looks so good. I can imagine this in like a dark green with like the velvet on the top, or like a snowflake blue would be super cute. I think that this technique is adorable. So let's put it all together and let's see how it looks. So I'm just gonna put the glass over the Cardinal. We're gonna flip this. Now I will go back in after the live and we'll doctor the sides and paint the back and velvet texture again. But I think you guys got the gist of it. It looks so cute. We're gonna put the transfer in the frame, secure it back, and we're almost done. Drop a 1 if you are excited to see the reveal today. I'm excited. I love it. I get to peek first, and it turned out so good. Oh, the Cardinal colors and everything are adorable together. Take a look at our project. Super quick, super easy to do. Don't forget that all of the stencils, all of the transfers, you buy 2, you get 1 free today. Add 3 to your cart at the final screen is gonna take off that discount automatically for you. So I am finished with today with our kickoff. Tori is going to be up next. She's on at, let me do some time zone difference. I'm in Mountain. It's noon, 2 o'clock. So she's going to be on at 3 Eastern, okay, 1 Mountain. You guys will figure out your time zones in between there. But after that, there's like 4 or 5 more people. So stick tuned to the page all day long. You're going to see so many fun, creative projects over the next 12 days. Check in every single day for our day of deals. Today is day 1 with the buy 2, get 1. And tomorrow is just going to be something totally different. All new people, all new lives. It's going to be amazing. So stick with us all day long for the next 12 days, and it's going to be so much fun. I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of the time, and tune in. So bye, everyone.